Hello everybody, welcome. Continuing with our learning astrology videos. I'm putting all the videos in a sequence. Number of every video is given in the title. So in case you're a serious learner or want to seriously understand astrology, then go in the sequence. And they are all being put in a single playlist, which is learning astrology. So today I'll talk about sun. Now we all know what a planet is and what sun signifies, mainly heat, light, father, government, etc. But do we know how to connect it to day to day life? That is very important because unless we know how to connect it to day to day life, we cannot identify the true nature of that planet in our horoscope. So, I'm going to show you, even without looking at the horoscope, how to identify whether sun is good or not in your horoscope and where we have to do the remedies and what kind of remedies. So, when we look at the sun, try to visualize in day to day life. Firstly, not from the horoscope itself. What do we see in the universe? Sun rises in the morning every day, which means it has a regular movement, which implies if the sun is affecting this person in a good way, the person will be very regular in whatever efforts the person puts in the significations of the house in which sun is placed, which implies, let us say sun is in the second house, then the person will be very regular in earning money. Let us say sun is in the 10th house for a person. Then the person will put a regular efforts in his profession, which implies that if this sun is good because it represents the government also, our bosses also, it will show enthusiasm in the office. So if a person is very enthusiastic in office, you can straight away say that his son is good or her son is good. And if the person has lost any kind of interest in office, then the sun is bad for the person. The next thing is sun gives us light. What is the meaning of light? In the light, we can see. So, first thing is our eyes. A good sun will give good eyesight, a bad sun will spoil the eyesight. Second thing, when the light comes on, everything becomes transparent. We can see the world, we can see others. There is transparency in ourselves also. Sun is also a sattvic planet. So the person tends to be truthful if the sun is good. And transparency means honesty, which means if this person is going to earn money and sun is affecting the house of money, in that case, this person will earn the money honestly, or he can earn from the government also because sun represents the government. Another thing that light signifies, that suppose the sun is affecting the fourth house, which is the house of our residential home. If sun affects that house in a good way, then this person will have a very lit up house. There will be a lot of light in the house. But if sun is bad, then the person may not want to stay in very lit up rooms. The person may like to stay more in darkness. So if you see a person like this who wants to stay in dark rooms, then you can straight away assume that the sun may be bad in the horoscope. Another interesting thing connected to this light itself is electricity. Electricity gives us light in our house. So, in case sun is bad in any person's horoscope, it can so happen that the person may have problem. The electricity department may not be able to supply them correctly, or there may be a lot of electric failures in that area. Doesn't mean that all the people in that area will have bad sun, but for a specific person, a tendency to stay in dark places will indicate that sun is weak. Another thing that sun gives us is heat. Now, heat can be good or bad. If the heat is less, then plants and animals get life, and therefore sun is known as the father of the everything. But if the heat is more, the same heat can destroy all the plants and animals, and the area can convert into a desert. So we must remember this, that sun can give both good and bad effects like any other planet. Now, what does this heat give us? In the body itself, it gives us heat related ailments, which is fever, acidity, and all it can give. And also, the sun projects heat on other people, which implies, let's say, sun is aspecting a planet or is conjunct with any planet, let's say Venus. In that case, Sun is likely to put its heat on Venus, and because Venus is an enemy of Sun, so Sun is likely to spoil Venus, and Venus is our wife and other ladies. So there can be a problem to ladies between 22 to 25 years, especially of the person. Sun also represents father, the king. King is not there nowadays, so the government. So in case the sun is good, the person will have benefit from father. Father will be in good condition. Person will gain from the government. He can be in government job. If there is a problem, then the person will have trouble from father, government, or his seniors in the office. Now, when the sun rises, what color do we see in the sun? The color of the sun is color of wheat. So wheatish color, which means wheat is also an item of sun, which implies in case the sun is bad in anyone's horoscope, then the person may have gluten allergy. And similarly, you can take animals which are brownish in color. Some of the animals like lion is represented by sun, also monkeys, mongoose. Now the importance here is to understand that monkey and mongoose both are enemies of snakes, and snake is represented by Saturn, which implies that sun and Saturn are enemies. So in this way, when you calculate all the planets and their significations, you will be able to understand which planets are enemies and which are not. Now, a peculiar thing about Sun is that when it is placed with its enemy in any house, conjunction only with one single enemy or two enemies, which means Sun enemies are Rahu, Ketu, Saturn, Venus. If Sun is placed in any house with, say, Venus or with, say, Saturn, then it is likely to spoil that planet, especially in the 22nd to 25th year. For example, if Sun is placed in any house with Venus, only Venus, then it will put its bad effect on the ladies or wife, as we have spoken. If it is placed with Saturn, then the bad effect can go on the residential house or property of the person or his father's younger brother. But when the same sun with the enemy has also got a friend with him, that is, for example, if we have Sun and Venus and friends of Sun, that is Mars or Jupiter, conjunct with Sun and Venus. So three planets are there. In that case, the enemy planet will remain safe, but the bad effect will come on the friend planet between 22 to 25 years of age. For example, if Sun, Venus, and Mars are there, then the bad effect between 22 to 25 years is likely to come on the brother of the person. Or if Sun is with Venus and Jupiter, then the bad effect is likely to come on the father of the person between 22 to 25 years. So, accordingly, we have to consider Sun. Another thing which we can easily understand from the Sun is that when sun is rising, at the time of sunrise, the moon begins to fade away. But at this time of sunrise, there is a red color in the sun. Red belongs to Mars, which indicates to us whenever sun and Mars are conjunct in the horoscope, moon is likely to be weak in that horoscope. A second factor comes here is that in the morning, the heat of the sun is less. It does not spoil the plants and flowers, which also implies if Mars and Sun are conjunct in the horoscope, Mars will stop the Sun from destroying its enemies and other living beings on the earth. But as Mars goes away, which means the sun is now free to put all its heat on other people, then it can destroy the other planets also. So, what are the remedies of sun? The remedies of sun flow out of the significations of sun only. The day of the sun is Sunday. So, best they are done on Sunday, but you can do on any other day. Firstly, when sun is rising, then we offer water to Lord Sun. We pray to Lord Sun in the morning. We chant the mantra Om Adityaya Nama 108 times. Sun represents father. So serve your father and all fatherly figures for better results from sun. Sun represents monkeys, so one can feed monkeys also. And what do we feed them? We feed them wheat or jaggery, which is also brownish in color. So I hope you would have understood about sun. If you want to understand any other aspect of astrology, please let me know in the comments. So see you in the next video. Thank you.